Sorry, my dog's being like super needy today.
It's okay. I'm like a needy dog most days, so I get it.
Hi, Chase. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good. I binged all of season two. I absolutely loved it. And I honestly think it's my favorite season yet. Congratulations on it.
Thank you so
Um,
much.
I actually grew up in Calvert County, Maryland, just south of Annapolis. And as a teen, I went to Annapolis like every single week to the mall
No
and
way.
everything. So not too far from here. I live in Silver Spring now.
Okay. Yeah. No. Born in Annapolis, spent a lot of time on the Eastern Shore, so
Yep.
you're speaking my language.
Yeah. Well, like I rewatched season one prior to season two, and in the first season, I love the scene between Sarah and John B, where he's trying on clothes and she puts him in
Mm.
the seersucker outfit. It
Yeah.
honestly reminded me of how my husband and I do shopping trips. I'm like, Kevin, try this on. And it honestly got me thinking, do you and Maddie ever show each other your outfits prior to a big event? Or do you guys typically surprise each other? Because Kevin will show me his outfits, but I
Mhm.
usually surprise him with my outfits.
So, with the pandemic and whatnot, we actually haven't had a whole lot of, major events to go to.
Right.
But with the MTV Awards, like that was kind of a super last minute thing. I was fully dressed downstairs. She was getting dressed with her team. And I
Cool.
walked upstairs and she's just in this, beautiful dress. And I was like,
Red
oh, okay,
dress. Yeah.
check this out. But it was, usually we'll talk about it, but, sometimes these events, and especially during the pandemic, they get a little
Yeah.
crazy. So when you have a bunch of different people doing all these different tasks, you kind of just get lost in one single house. And next thing you know, you guys are both wearing fire engine red. And I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
It was awesome. You guys looked awesome. I love John B's quote when he says the ocean makes you remember.
Mhm.
And the ocean is like that soothing and calming home place for him.
Yeah.
And for all of the characters as well. What's somewhere for you where you feel you're at home and at peace? For me, if it's not at my house here, it probably would be Ocean City, Maryland, where I grew up, and took
Yeah.
my vacations, but
Hmm.
maybe not a place. When do you feel like most at home and at peace?
Um, Kind of the same. The ocean for me has always been something that has been a consistency in my life. So whether it was as a young boy trying to, navigate what divorce was like, or going to Los Angeles and figuring out sort of this next chapter of being an actor and what does that mean. So I've always found myself gravitating towards the water.
Yeah.
Growing up in Maryland, I've been on boats since before I could walk.
Same.
And so, it's just always been a very calming factor in my life that is always something that I've gravitated towards. So I would agree. I think it's the ocean
Yeah,
or my
yeah.
bed. That's another thing too. I'm a sucker for a good laying in bed for 9 hours straight and letting my dog finally be the one to get me out. So
That's exactly what happened to me this morning. Both of my dogs woke me up at 6 a.m. ready to go.
somebody's got to go to the bathroom. That's how it works. It's either
Yes,
me or
yes.
him.
I love the moment in the end of the season one finale when John B and Sarah reunite on the boat and they say, I'll die without you. I can't live without you. That scene is so romantic and beautiful, but I'm sure it was not super easy to film because you have water spraying in your face and there's all these crazy conditions. I don't want to talk about too many spoilers in season two. So
Mhm.
can you take me back to filming that moment in season one and what it was like for you and Maddie on set?
Yeah. So we actually took that boat and we put it in a cargo ship wet slip. So it was where like they would unload a lot of the larger boats. And we tied it on, 15 different spots. And we had jet skis making the waves in the water. We had these crazy fans from basically every different position. We had 50-gallon water tanks that were shooting water at us at all times. We had rain machines. It was insane. I mean, it was the first time for me where I was like, oh, this is a Hollywood type of thing. And it was really cool to kind of make it work. But in the moment, it's so chaotic that you're
Yeah.
really not sure. You're sort of like, is this going to work? Is this going to make sense? Is anybody going to buy into this? And Jonas, who is our director, sort of show creator extraordinaire, who's directs a lot of the show,
Yeah.
he has this phrase, just believe in the magic. And that was one of those moments where you really had to just dig in and believe in it. And then you see it at the end and it's this crazy sequence that it does work out. So, I mean, I'm just super thankful because beyond Jonas, we have his twin brother, Josh and Shannon, who bring these things to life on the paper. And, sometimes you see it and you're like, wow, we're going to do this. Okay. And
Yeah.
that continues into season two. And, they just somehow miraculously pull it off, and it ends up working incredibly. So
Yeah.
I think it's just a testament to our creative, our creative people behind the camera who just continue to make the show work.
Yeah, I mean, that and your performances are amazing. I can't wait for people to see the finale of season 2. I'm ready to binge season 3 today. Chase, congratulations on season 2, and I can't wait for fans to see it. Thank you for your time today.
Absolutely. Thank you, Lauren. Have a good one.
Bye, you too. Jonathan, Rudy, and Madison, congratulations on season 2. I watched every single episode and rewatched season 1 prior to season 2. I think season 2 is my favorite yet. And honestly, your guys' performances are so good. So seriously, congratulations on all the success on this show, because fans like me are obsessed with it. This show came out last year at the start of the pandemic, in one of the busiest news years of all of our lifetimes. And everybody was talking about Outer Banks, including my mother-in-law. And I'm wondering, even though we've all been in a pandemic and socially distancing, have each of you had like a crazy or memorable fan experience since the show came out? Madison, I'll begin with you.
Yeah, so I think some of the craziest fan experience for me that was like the most like overwhelming was getting back to set filming season 2 and having fans like want to watch on set. We didn't have that season 1.
Yeah,
we were like,
I agree.
filming and then just go. But then like showing up to just work, I'm like, I'm just like, okay, we're going to work, and then there's hundreds of people lined up on the street to watch the film, and it was just like, it really put things into perspective.
I agree.
Yeah. Jonathan, do you want to elaborate?
Yeah, no, I was just, to piggyback on what Maddie said, like, it was like, we got out there, we're used to nobody really caring. Like, that's how it was the first season. Like, not to say like, like Netflix cared and like everybody on the production really cared about the show, but nobody knew who we were. Like, we're filming a Netflix shot here. And everyone's like, all right, that's cool. I'm going to go to work now. And it's just like, it's just weird to see that change. Like, all of a sudden everybody kind of wants to see what's happening, and like, they want to see like, what it's like on set. And it's like, you're just like, wow, like, I can't believe all these people care enough to like, take their Saturday or like their Friday or their Monday or their Tuesday, people have work and come out here and like stand and watch us kind of like mess up our lines for 15 hours.
I love that. Yeah, I'm sure it was a completely different vibe on season 2. Rudy, JJ is my favorite TV best friend. He's like always there for everybody. And I mean, I'm honestly just curious for you as an actor, what's something that JJ has taught you about yourself? Maybe something that you've learned from him, or how he's changed you as a person?
So, yeah, I learned a lot from JJ. There's a lot from JJ that I was just like, oh, you can feel comfortable in your own skin sometimes. Like, I, growing up, was kind of like, I don't really know who exactly I am kind of thing. Like, I can kind of go with different characters, but JJ knows. JJ knows exactly. And like, I think what I would say the most about JJ, what he taught me, is that it's like, it's okay to like ask help. Like, you need help. And I think that can be whoever it is you're asking, you just need to communicate that. And JJ doesn't a lot. He doesn't want to ask help. And but in the end of the day, you're going to have to. And JJ, as much as he wants to avoid it, you're going to need help. And
he's always helping everyone else.
yeah.
He needs to get it paid back.
Yeah.
He needs to accept some.
No. Well, Madison and Jonathan, a lot of us fans, ship Key and Pope. And I'm wondering if you can give the fans a little, sneak peek on what we can expect from them this season, in this new season. Madison?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of end off season 1 alluding to this connection. And I think really that is season 2, is us really figuring out what that connection is exactly.
Yeah.
And like, what was acting on in the moment, what is like just being a teenager, and what is real like best friend love. And
there's a coming off the first season, I think just like from Pope's perspective, this is somebody he's been crushing on for a while. and he's just a little scared to mess it up, you know, like he's like, if I try, I mess it up. If I don't try, I mess it up. So I don't like, there's nothing really to do except kind of see what happens and let it run its own course, and focus on, you know, yourself, and, you know, try to be there, but also, you know who that other person is. You know, Pope's known Kiara for way too long. Like, you know, they're friends first. So, you know, when you're trying to like, all right, like my friend just kissed me. Let's see what happens. Like, she's hot. So I mean, I'm not gonna say no. But you know, you gotta kind of start from there, and you're like, all right, like I don't want to mess it up, but you know, you never know what happens.
Yes. Well, I love all of those answers. They're wrapping me. Congratulations on this season. I was blown away by the finale. I would binge season 3 today. I can't wait for more from your characters. Thank you all for your time. And honestly, congratulations. The show has made like so many people so happy over the last year. So I know people are so excited for season 2.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Lauren.
Thank you so much.
Bye.